everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well, and today I'm back again with another brand new video, and this one especially today is a makeup tutorial. I haven't done any makeup tutorial in a minute, so I thought why just not start with a makeup tutorial as it's nearing wedding season. So there are a lot of wedding invitation that we are gonna get, and we are going to be attending as a wedding guest. So this is a wedding guest makeup look for you all, and I really hope you guys will enjoy it. So if you guys want to see how I did this look, let's move on with the tutorial. For today's video, I'm going back in with my trusty LA Girl Pro HD Concealer, and you guys already know the shade if you are an oldie in my channel. So this is the shade Fawn, and I am just going to be using this shade to cover up the hyperpigmented areas of my face. Basically, I'm using this one as a color corrector. I did a different thing with my base today, just thought of mentioning it. I used the moisturizer as also my primer too, because if you notice, I haven't used any sort of primer. I just used the moisturizer, and it is good enough as a very well primer. It's time for the base makeup, and for that I am using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush foundation, which is a cult favorite. And the shade that I will be using is 10 Warm, and along with that I am also going to be mixing a tad bit of 9 Warm so that I can match the shade according to my skin tone, because 10 Warm actually sides towards a bit too dark for me, but 9 Warm is again a bit too lighter for me. So when I mix them two together, it works for me. You just can't deny that how beautiful this foundation actually looks. It just makes everything look so flawless. Like, I love this foundation. It's sort of like magic. This is also something different that I do with my base makeup now, which I really enjoy. That is doing my eyebrows before I apply any sort of foundation in my forehead area. Because if you apply directly the brow product in your skin, it just adheres so much better, and it just makes everything look much more flawless, you know. So I prefer doing the eyebrows before I apply any sort of like base product in the forehead area. I have applied the Charlotte Tilbury foundation, and I want to add a little bit of glow to my face, and for that I am going in with the Glowish Multi-Dew by Huda Beauty. This is in the shade Medium Tan 06. So I'm just lightly going to be adding a layer of this one in my face so that it just gives a very glowy finish to it. Just a light layer, nothing heavy, and it's already like a tint, so it doesn't have that much of cover. So this will just add a bit of glow all over my face. You see what I'm talking about? It looks amazing. Time to highlight the face, and this is the concealer that I'm using today. This is the Kat Von D Good Apple Concealer. If I'm not wrong, yes, this is the Good Apple Lightweight Full Coverage Concealer, and the shade that I'll be using is Medium 141, and this is good enough to highlight my face. I have matched this shade myself from Boots in UK. I did quite a bit of makeup shopping this year from my trip, back-to-back trip from UK. So let me know if you guys would like to see a haul video of some sort. Okay, so I'm just going to be focusing the concealer in the highest point of my face. it's time to use my most favorite setting powder, and this is the Easy Bake setting powder from Huda Beauty, and the shade that I'll be using today is Cupcake. And I have seen that they're coming out with a new pressed formula of this one, and I'm so excited to get my hands on it because I just love the Easy Bake powder. It's been like what, almost 5 years since they launched it, because I think they launched it back in 2018, and since then I have been using this powder, and this is, trust me, one of the best out in the market. This powder is just pure filter. Just look at the difference. So I've set my face completely. Now I just need to go and do one side of my eye makeup. Then I'll be doing the other side. And sorry for the beeping noise on the phone. I'm starting the eye makeup with the P. Louise X Mama Mitchell Acid Rain Collection base, and this is in the shade Blank Canvas. Just slightly applying it into my eye makeup area so that the color pops nicely. And time to play with some colors, and for that today I'm using this Beauty Bay Jade palette. This has got like a beautiful array of colors, and the starting color that I'm going to be using from this palette is called Angel of North, which is a very deep maroony kind of shade. So this is going in my crease area, and I'm using a Real Technique brush. I'm tapping in the crease color. Now going in with the shade Space Jam with a small detailing brush, slightly applying it on top of the edge of the previous color so that everything merges and creates a nice gradient. Then going in with another peachy sort of orangey color. This is Natural Beauty. Finally top it off with a transition color. I'm taking this one right here, which is called Affirmation. Make sure to have the previous brush nearby so that you can go back and forth with the colors to have the gradient, because when you're working with colors it tends to actually swipe off. So you might need something which will help you regain the color intensity. The colors are looking good, and now just wiping off the middle portion of my lid, which is the excess base, and I'll just slightly cut it off. Then again with a new amount of product, and I'm going to take very less amount so that the eye makeup looks crisp and there is no like gunked up excess buildup of the eye base, you know. The star of the show is going to be this eye flake from Kaima Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Prism. It's such a beautiful, beautiful flake or glitter, you might say. So as usual, I'm going to be taking a bit in my palm. And if you already haven't seen my video with the Kaima Cosmetics glitter, then you might not know. But this is a trick that you can do while applying this sort of flakes, because sometimes when you apply it directly, just like the chunks, then it doesn't really look like this and it doesn't look so much blended. So it kind of gives like a very disrupted look to the eye and creases very badly. So that's why you can do this trick that I always do and that is to pour some flake in your palm and then just rub it off with your finger, and then you will get a beautiful, beautiful, like finely milled glitter out of this one. See, this is the flake and this is how I'm just going to be melting it off, and now you're here with finely milled pigment. It is looking absolutely beautiful, and I want a bit of like a blue transition in the glitter, so I'm taking this Glamscape Mermaid Pearls eyeshadow pigment, and this is in the shade Aquamarine, and this is such a beautiful, beautiful shade. It's one of my most favorite from their Mermaid Pearls range. I mean, just look at it, it's so beautiful. So I'm just going to be creating a tad bit of gradient of the Prism pigment and the blue color. I've applied a little bit of powder in the outer portion of the eye makeup. I've applied a tad bit of powder in the outer portion of the eye area just because I want to have a guideline. You can also tape up, but I usually don't like using tapes, so I never do that. And now we are going in with the shade North Star, which is a very nice kind of like royal blue matte shade, and I'm just going to be slightly dragging it in the outward portion of the eye area. And remember the previous transition color, the affirmation shade, we are going in with that one so that we can merge everything out in the end. I will be using a black coal for my tight line and waterline, and for the lower portion of my eyelid too, I am going to be using the darkest black shade from the palette, and this is called Tourmaline if I'm not wrong, but whatever, this is a black shade, so I am going to be using this one, and gradually, slightly, I'm going to be smoking it out with the Angel of North shade, which was the first shade that we used in the crease area. Now for highlighting the brow bone and the inner corner area, I'm using this pigment which is called Moonchild from Glamscape, and this translates to a very beautiful goldeny shade. It might look white, but it is not. It's actually golden. To line the eyes, I'm using the Absolute New York eyeliner. I'm trying to set these gems in my eye makeup, and I'm regretting not having a clear eyelash glue at the moment. I think I had one, but I lost it somewhere because I wasn't filming for a very long time. That's why it's just, you know, difficult for me now to find a lash glue which is clear, and I have to make it work with the black one, so I'm trying to be very careful so that I don't mess up the look. Perfect. Back to the face, and it's time to apply some color back to my cheeks, and for that I am going in with the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. This is their mineralized skin finish. So I'm just going to be applying it on the outer perimeter of my face so that it gives it a bit more warmer look. Okay, so for the blush, today I'm trying out something new. So I wanted to try out this She Glam Cheeky Color Jam with you guys, and I have got two shades, and probably I'm going to be using the Rose Meadow, or I'm not sure. I think I'm going to be using the Watermelon shade. Let me see if that is what it's called. Yeah, it's called the Watermelon Candy. So I'm confused between which one I want to try out today, but I think I will be opting for Watermelon Candy because this one is a very beautiful, like pinky sort of shade, and Rose Meadow is a much more deeper kind of shade. Both are beautiful when I look at them in the pan, but I haven't still used it, so I just wanted to try it out with you guys in front of the camera for the first time, and I am truly very excited. I have previously used this sort of pretty kind of blushes too, and I have very high hopes with this one. And as you can see, I have already done my entire base, so it's completely set right now. And to apply something of cream sort, it is sometimes very scary, but I really want to try it out. That's why I think I will see if it works on top of this base makeup or not, and I really hope it does, otherwise all this work will go into waste. But let's just try it out. I'm just going to be scrapping off a little bit of product from the, oh, it's so moussey in the pan. It's very moussey. I don't have any space in my hand right now, so I don't know where I'm gonna apply it. So let's just apply it in the wrist, and I'm not directly going to be applying it on top of the base, as it has much more chances of disrupting the base if I do that. So let's just, oh, it's very soft and it just blended very easily. think I need a little bit tad more. Can you see the texture? I don't know if it's visible or not. It's very moussey. So beautiful. Wow. Extremely whipped. So I'm just taking it in my sponge from the wrist and then going in with the beauty blender on top of my face, and let's see how it works. Oh wow, it is very pretty. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's just so beautiful, and it didn't even budge my base, but I'm sure if I applied it in any other way it might have. So make sure if you are applying any sort of like liquid or cream blush on top of your base makeup that you apply it first in a clean area of your hand and then blend it out and then pick it up with the sponge, so that you can just tap it off onto the base rather than just disrupting the base. Ooh, and if I just apply any sort of like cream or powder blush on top of it now, it will look super beautiful. It worked out and it looks really nice. Yay! Let's highlight the face, and for the face I'm using this Huda Beauty Medium Glow Obsession palette, which is sort of their newest version of the highlighters that they previously had. Previously they used to have like a cream sort of base in one of the pans, but now it's just 4 shimmer shades, which is totally beautiful, and you can just mix and match, or you can also multi-use them on different type of skin tones. Please excuse the loud breathing if you can hear it, because that's just my husband. This is beautiful. So glowy. Almost done with the look, just need to do the lips. For the lip, I am using this tiny ColourPop lippy pencil, and this is in the shade BFF4. I really need to get another one of these. So just using this one to line my lips. For the lip color, I'll be mixing in a few things together, but the lip color that I'm using initially is called Sly, and this is from Absolute New York, and this is from their Matte Made in Heaven range. And now on top of this one, I am applying this Velvet Super Matte Lip and Cheek Mud from Beauty Glaze, and this is in the number 358. It's a beautiful coral sort of color, and I absolutely love it. If you look closely, you can see that I have used half of it already. And I really like topping it off on top of my lip colors rather than using it as a blush. Let me just finish off the look with the accessories, and then I'll be right back. So this is the final look, and I hope you really enjoyed this wedding guest makeup tutorial, and let me know what other type of makeup tutorials you might want to see for this upcoming wedding season. If you would like to see any sort of like bridal look or more wedding guest look or holoed look, whatever you want to see, let me know in the comment section below and I'll try to film it for you guys. And if you guys have any sort of request for me to try out any product, so you can also let me know that one too. I will try to purchase this product for you guys and try to review it for you. And yeah, this is it for today's look. If you guys liked it, make sure to hit the like button, and if you're not already subscribed into my YouTube channel, then make sure you guys do subscribe, and I will be catching you guys again in my next video. Till then, you guys take care. Bye bye.